The falling leaves. It was autumn, and the leaves were ready to fall. "I can't wait," said Red Oak. "When the wind gusts, I'm going to let go and really put on a show." "What are you going to do?" asked Orange Maple. "First, I'm going to fly up to the sky, twirl around 300 times, freeze for a moment, and—" "Then what?" asked Purple Beech. "Dive right into the patch of grass," said Red Oak, pointing to a nearby meadow. "That will be great." "What if the wind takes you somewhere else?" asked Orange Maple. "The wind? Ha!" replied Red Oak. "I'm stronger than she is. I'll fall to the ground just the way I want. You'll see." The blue jays stopped chirping and listened to the leaves. And the wind? She stopped blowing and listened too. She'd heard this talk before. In fact, she'd heard it every year. Purple Beech spoke up next. "I'm going to wait for a gentle breeze," she said. "Then I'll let go, glide across the meadow, and spin gracefully like a ballerina. When I'm ready, I'll drift down to that cozy juniper bush over there." Now it was Orange Maple's turn. "I have a better idea," he said. "I'll wait for the moment when the wind is just right. Not too rough, not too gentle. I'll do some loop-de-loops and then swoop up to that robin's nest. I'll turn left, turn right, then tumble over and over until I land on that blue lake." "I think the lake might be cold," said a small voice. It was a yellow hickory. "Who's that?" asked Orange Maple. "It's me," replied Yellow Hickory. I just thought the lake might be cold on a cloudy day like today." "So what?" said Orange Maple. "Maybe I like floating in a cold lake." "And what are your plans, you skinny little thing?" asked Purple Beech. "I'm going to just let go and relax," replied Yellow Hickory. "The wind has always been nice to me." The wind smiled. "You won't have any right at all," said Purple Beech. "Yeah," said Red Oak. "You'll fall straight to the ground, and then someone with big boots will step on you," said Orange Maple. As Red Oak, Orange Maple, and Purple Beech laughed, Yellow Hickory quietly cried to herself. Now the wind wasn't smiling anymore. She was huffing, puffing mad. "I think it's time," said Red Oak, as he felt the wind begin to gust. The wind blew harder and harder. "Here goes," said Red Oak, jumping off. Whee! But instead of doing what he had planned, the wind spun Red Oak around once and dropped him straight into a mud puddle. "Hey, no fair!" he shouted. "I want another turn." But each leaf got only one ride. That's the way it was. Now it was Purple Beech's turn. "My trip down will be much better than that," she announced. The wind blew softly. "Here's my gentle breeze," Purple Beech said. But just as she let go, the wind's soft breeze turned rough, and she dropped Purple Beech straight into the mud puddle, right next to Red Oak. "Hey!" shouted Purple Beech. "It wasn't supposed to be like that." Now it was Orange Maple's turn. "Let me show you how it's done," he said, letting go. Like the other leaves, however, the wind quickly spun Orange Maple around and dropped him straight into the same mud puddle. "What's going on?" he cried out. "That's not right." Now it was Yellow Hickory's turn to go. She shook with fear. "I don't want to go," she cried. "I'm afraid." "Don't worry," whispered the wind. "I'll take good care of you." Gathering all her courage, Yellow Hickory jumped. She plunged downward, heading straight for the mud puddle. "Watch out!" shouted Red Oak. "She's coming right this way." But before Yellow Hickory landed in the mud puddle, the wind gently lifted her up, higher and higher. "Wow, I'm flying," said Yellow Hickory as she glided through the clouds. The wind took Yellow Hickory on a wonderful ride over mountains, valleys, and rivers. "I've never seen so much of the world," she said. "It's so beautiful." After a long journey, the wind brought Yellow Hickory back to her forest and helped her do loop-de-loops, twirls, glides, spins, and dives. All the other leaves could only watch. "How come she gets to have all the fun?" whined Orange Maple. "She's not special," yelled Purple Beech. "I want another turn," shouted Red Oak. "It's not fair," they cried. Yellow Hickory and the wind were having too much fun to care what the other leaves were saying. "Are you ready to come down?" asked the wind. "Yes," she said. "I'm getting a little tired." "Where would you like to land?" asked the wind. "Over there," said Yellow Hickory, pointing to the blue lake. "But I think it might be cold." The wind smiled. "Let me take care of that," she said. With all her might, the wind took a mighty breath and blew the clouds away. The sun shone on the chilly lake, warming it up. "I think the lake will feel just fine now," said the wind. The wind took Yellow Hickory and gently placed her on the blue lake. She liked the way the water tickled her back. "Thank you so much," Yellow Hickory said to the wind. "That was a wonderful ride." "You're very welcome," said the wind. "But now I must go. There are many more leaves getting ready to fall." "Goodbye, wind," she said. "Goodbye, my friend," said the wind as she flew off. A family of ducks swam by and welcomed Yellow Hickory. "We hope you like our lake," said Father Duck. "I do," she said. "We'll take care of you," said Mother Duck. Yellow Hickory smiled, happy to be in her new home. The end.